This episode is brought to you by SemoAutomall.com. Wanting to shop for cars, trucks, motorcycles, and more? Do so from the comfort of your home at SemoAutomall.com. Welcome to Worth a Watch, the show where we help you make better entertainment decisions. I'm your host, Nico Cuevas. Today's episode, we are talking about Netflix's new original show, Daredevil. Not to be confused with the one that Ben Affleck did back in 2003. If you're not familiar with Daredevil, Matt Murdock is a lawyer by day and a vigilante by night. What sets Daredevil apart from other superheroes? He's blind. When Matt Murdock was a child, he got into an accident that caused him to lose his sight, but gained heightened senses like hearing, smell, taste, other senses that I don't know about, and that presents for a really cool and very human character. Every episode of this show, Matt Murdock is getting his butt handed to him. And the rest of the characters are pretty great too. But even though the characters are great, the acting might not be. Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock, is great. But the guy who plays Foggy Nelson, I'm not quite sure of his name, is not the best actor in the world, which is a shame because Foggy Nelson is a really cool character. But luckily, the show is good enough to cover up all the bad acting that happens throughout the show, which there's really not that much, but every once in a while there will be a poorly delivered line. And what's also really great about the show is very, very dark in tone. If you're a fan of the show Arrow, you may think, oh yeah, I know what a dark superhero show is like. No, you don't. Daredevil is easily the darkest superhero show I have ever seen. It's not quite as dark and twisted as the movie Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, but it touches some really, really tough subject material, like domestic abuse and child abuse and sexual trafficking. The show does not hold back at all, and that's probably because it's on Netflix. Not only does it talk about really serious things, it gets into some really, really dark, gritty, and not gory, but bloody action sequences. And man, those action sequences are so much fun. There are a couple of moments in the show where I'll be laying down on my couch watching it, and I'll sit up and kind of just go like, oh my god, what just happened? I literally did that at the end of episode 3. You should definitely check that one out. So the show is really refreshing, really dark, and if you're not into superhero stuff, I think there's enough there to get into it as well. I'm excited to see what they bring next because I definitely think that Daredevil is worth a watch. If you are subscribed to Netflix, you can check out all 13 episodes of Season 1 right now. They're each about an hour long, and man, I haven't been able to stop watching the show. I watched it from beginning to end, all in one weekend, and I might watch it again, the whole series, really soon. So definitely check Daredevil out. It's definitely worth a watch. I love, love, love this show. That's all I have for you this week. Make sure if you have any questions or if you want to know if something is worth a watch, tweet us at Fox Radio Network and we'll see if we can get that on the next show. And we'll see you next episode at foxradionetwork.com/watch. You guys take it easy.